Welcome to your Around the Peninsula. I'm Specialist Tyler Ferris. Pre-flight checks, maintenance, crew equipment, and passenger safety are all a part of a Black Hawk crew chief's responsibilities. Specialist John Barry goes up with one crew chief who goes above and beyond.
Crew chiefs on the UH-60 Blackhawk have a large amount of responsibilities. They take care of the maintenance on the ground and the welfare of the crew during the mission. All this stress doesn't get Specialist Christy Downing down, though.
It feels good. The job never really gets monotonous, even though you're doing the same thing. There's always something to keep you on your toes or to challenge you or, just to add an element of fun.
Her command recognized her hard work and nominated her for the Army Aviation Association of America Crew Chief of the Year.
I do fly VIP on a regular basis. I'm a full-time student in pursuit of dual degrees. I'm in flight instructor training. I just do a numerous amount of things. It's a great feeling when you see a completed mission and you sit down and talk about what went right and know that you are a part of it. When you get in the helicopter, you have no room for any other things in your mind except doing your job.
Specialist John Barry, Seoul Air Base, Korea.
Specialist Christy Downing oversees the repairs for her Black Hawk and performs the day-to-day upkeep. It can be difficult to face unfamiliar challenges. Petty Officer Mark Alvarez follows up with one man who challenges himself to learn to be a lifesaver in the water.
Swimming enthusiasts gathered at the Yongsan Indoor Swimming Pool to take a step up from regular swimmers to professional lifeguards. Major Timothy Hale, one of the participants, joined the course to help develop his swimming skills.
I'm just wanting to build my proficiency in swimming. I thought this would be a good way to do that.
Using the flotation device, he learned how to rescue victims in various situations. Because Hale hasn't swum for many years, it was a personal challenge for him to complete the class.
It's not something I've done in a long time, swimming. So I thought it was a great opportunity to reintroduce myself to swimming and at the same time gain an additional skill set and knowledge that I didn't have before.
The skill set of being a lifeguard is valuable in that these techniques can be applied to almost any water activity situation. Hale is looking forward to contributing to his unit by sharing what he has learned.
It's that added safety measure that I can help bring to the unit in terms of just maintaining their safety.
Major Hale finished the 4-day course and received a lifeguarding and CPR certificate from the American Red Cross, successfully accomplishing his goal to become a lifeguard. Petty Officer Mark Alvarez, Yongsan, Korea.
The lifeguard training course was provided by the Yongsan FMWR. Battles are fought and won by soldiers on the front lines. Katusa Corporal Woo Yun Jo introduces us to a soldier who's winning battles without firing a single shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the cruiser...
Soldiers from all over the peninsula gather at the 8th Army Combative Tournament to show off their skills in hand-to-hand combat.
The purpose of this event is, of course, with Combatives, we always want to make sure soldiers are highly trained on hand-to-hand combat, especially for when they go down range. We should also be able to think quickly on our feet, and Combatives is a good way to work with that.
One's combative ability could be the difference between life and death in real combat situations.
When you're out there, your weapon may jam, okay? So it's a good thing to know that when you're close with the enemy, you can fight even without your weapon. All right, you can use your hands as a weapon and your mind as a weapon.
Endurance is a key factor for the Combatives tournament. Participants train several weeks to last a 6-minute round.
I just did a lot of cardio, and I just went back to the roots of wrestling and mixed a little jiu-jitsu into it. You can never underestimate your opponent, so I just keep on my toes. Like I said, every match is different. Just take it one match at a time. It's a learning experience. You learn from every fight. You learn from your mistakes and everything.
Specialist Gray won by submission in the middleweight category. Katusa Corporal Woo Yun Jo, Yongsan, Korea.
The winners of each class will go on to compete in the All-Army Combatives Tournament. Accidents hurt, but safety doesn't. Katusa Corporal Minkyu Bae takes us to a course that teaches you how to be safe on 2 wheels.
The Army Traffic Safety Training Program, or the ATSTP, teaches service members how to drive their vehicles safely.
12 months after you complete your basic rider course, you're required to go through the experienced rider course. And those experienced riders are required every 36 months to maintain their proficiency.
I've already purchased a motorcycle and will enjoy it back in the States, But before I ever get on that motorcycle, I wanted to go through a approved, licensed riding course to make sure that I had all the proper techniques.
The course also includes a motorcycle safety inspection check. Motorcycle riders should check their tire pressure, brakes, blinkers, and oil level. There are also things to keep in mind when driving in Korea.
You need to pay attention to the lights. A lot of times, motorcyclists will dart straight through a light. If the light is amber or if the light is red and they don't see traffic, they'll still go through that light. A car will come from the opposite direction and you will not know it's there and you will be hit. Be precaution, know the high and low hazard areas, and stay safe on the roadway.
Staying compliant with safety standards and taking part in the ATSTP is the way to make your drives in Korea safer and more enjoyable. Katusa Corporal Min Kyu Bae, Camp Humphreys, Korea.
Ride safe.
These courses are available to soldiers every month. In Korea, it's very common to walk almost anywhere you go. Airman First Class Corinne Jones introduces us to a group of people who are walking for a cause.
We relate to remember those we've lost to cancer, to celebrate those who are surviving cancer, and to fight back for those who are battling cancer. And that is why we relate today.
The Yongsan community came together to support the 2013 Relay for Life, each participant carrying their own reason to relay.
I'm here just in support of this whole effort because cancer is still such a mystery to us.
Well, I'm actually a cancer survivor, and when I was here at Seoul American High School as a senior, I was diagnosed with cervical cancer.
I'm out here because I lost my mom to cancer 4 years ago and my cousin about a month ago, so I'm out here honoring them.
To support the cause, and this is a very important one to me because I've lost 3 members of my family over the last 6 years, and I wear them here on my sleeve, 2 aunts and an uncle.
No matter the motivation, events like Relay for Life show how people, both young and old, rally to support each other.
It's just amazing that people give up so much time and effort, resources, away from their families. Some brought their families here, and it's great to see the kids out. I think it's important.
The relay may have had a certain air of sadness as survivors are honored and memories are shared, but the experience also inspires compassion, strength, and above all, hope for a cure.
People are dynamic, people are very innovative, and they're progressive, and it's just only a matter of time. And it's almost like asking, do you think we'll ever fly? People asked that question once before, too.
Airman First Class Corinne Jones, Yongsan, Korea.
The Yongsan Relay for Life raised over $35,000 for cancer research. In the age of computers and autocorrect, spelling is still important. Larissa Krenzer has the story about why this is so important at Camp Casey.
That is correct. Casey, your word is intelligence, I-N-T.
In an unusual setting, the Casey Chapel, Casey Elementary students participate in the 3rd annual Spelling Bee. Throughout the day, children from grades 2nd to 6th compete for a chance to be the spelling champion in this age-old competition.
Spelling is one of those old-fashioned traditions that we think is still important, even with spell check. You know, students need to know how to spell. They also need the confidence level this builds, because it's not easy to go up on that stage and be spelling in front of a crowd, and yet you'll find that these students do a very good job with that. So it's been a great experience for them to expand their horizons and get to learn more words.
C-R-E. Today's first place speller for the 6th grade class is Brian Newell, and he's no stranger to this award.
I've won 2 years in a row. Last year I won 1st place. I am good at spelling, so I thought I could do the spelling bee and see if I could win. I-E-N-C-E.
And it's natural skills like Brian's that drive students to this competition.
We all have different talents. Some can sing, some can dance, some can spell. And this is a chance for them to get to showcase that talent.
And although he's a boy of few words, but a great speller, the 12-year-old spelling champ does say,
"It feels great to win again."
AFN intern Larissa Krenzer, Camp Casey, Korea.
The first national spelling bee competition in the United States was held in Washington, D.C. in 1925. That was your Around the Peninsula for Thursday, May 16th. I'm Specialist Tyler Ferris.